Right. In this video, I'm going to give you some more examples of how to solve the questions that are relevant to Pythagoras theorem. In my previous video, I explained you the basic concepts of Pythagoras theorem, and now I'm going to tell you how to apply those concepts on a given questions. So let us look at question number 1. So as you can see, this question says that in a triangle ABC, AC is 5 centimeter, BC is 12 centimeter, and angle C is a 90-degree angle, which represents that this is a right angled triangle. Now, here we have to find out the length of AB. So what actually is AB over here? AB is the opposite side of 90-degree. So this side is a hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is missing over here. So this is the condition of missing hypotenuse. And in my previous video, I explained you that how do you find out the missing hypotenuse. The easy way to do this is you write h equals under root, and then you apply a square on the two given sides, which are 5 and 12, and you add them. You will plus them, and you solve this further to find out the hypotenuse. 5 fives are 25 plus 144. So 25 plus 144 becomes 169, and the square root of 169 is 13. So hypotenuse over here is 13 centimeter. So this is how we find out the third missing side of a right angle triangle by using the given two sides. The other condition that I explained in my introduction video was when the hypotenuse is given and the other side is missing. So let us look at another question in which the hypotenuse is given. So as you can see in this question, the opposite side of 90-degree, which is the hypotenuse, this is given in the question along with one other side. So in such case, when the hypotenuse is given, what we do, we subtract the other given side, from the hypotenuse. Here we have to find out PR. So what we are going to do, square root, then we will write the square root of hypo, which is 20, minus the other given side, which is 16, and apply square over it. So when you solve it, you will get the length of PR. So 20, the square of 20 is 400. The square of 16 is 256. So 400 minus 256 is 144, and the square root of 144 is 12 centimeter. So the length of PR is 12 centimeter. So I explained you two cases in which, in the first case, the hypotenuse was missing. So what we did, we added the other given sides inside the square root. And when the hypo is given, so we subtract the given side from the hypotenuse. These were the two conditions I explained, which will be helpful in finding out the missing side of a right angle triangle. Now let me explain you one more question, which is a word problem of Pythagoras theorem. Alright, so as you can see, this is a word problem of Pythagoras theorem that you can see on your screen. The question says, a construction worker is on a ladder that is placed against a vertical wall. What you have to do in the word problems of a Pythagoras theorem is that you have to figure out the right angled triangle, that how the right angled triangle is forming. So look, the vertical wall should be like this, right? And it is saying, given that the top of the ladder is 2.4 meter above the ground. So for example, if this is the ladder, it is 2.4 meter above the ground. So the height is 2.4 meters. And the foot of the ladder is placed 0.5 meter from the wall for stability. So the 0.5 meter is the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall. So you can see a right angle triangle has been formed. This is a 90-degree angle, and you have to calculate the length of the ladder. The length of the ladder. So you see, we have figured out a right angle from this word problem. Now we are going to consider the case where hypo is missing. So what we do, we write down the formula h equals under root, and we add the two given sides, which are 2.4 and 0.5, and we apply a square over it. And we will solve this to get the value of the hypotenuse, which is the ladder. So the square of 2.4 you can find from your calculator will be 5.76, and the square of 0.5 will be 0.25. When you add them, you get 6.01, and the square root of 6.01 will be 2.45. So you can say that the ladder is 2.45 meters long. So remember, in every word problem of a Pythagoras theorem, you just have to identify the right angled triangle, and you need to figure out that which side is missing, whether it is a hypotenuse, whether it is a base, or whether it is a perpendicular. If it is a hypotenuse missing, then you will use the hypomissing technique. And if it is the base or perpendicular, then I have already told you, you will use the technique used when the hypo is given.